ja. Maar ja. Wist je dat het sonic niet eens zoveel damage doet als je max uit armor? Het valt echt heel erg mee. Want als je max uit armor dan doet een sonic beam meestal 1 hartje of 1,5 hartje. En ja, dus alleen met een normal hit, dat is verbaasd, dat doet veel meer damage dan een sonic beam. Dus.
How's it going so far? Quick. It doesn't really matter what we are going to do, what form, because we can apply all these principles. I feel some kind of feeling, maybe do something with weapons, but we have some weapons there and some people bring, so I don't know if you have enough. And also the ones there, then sorry for the weapons, they're just strange. Like this or whatever, so we're almost close to buying new ones. We've been using this for a long time. It's just iron, it's just someone else. Yeah, we can try that. Because then you'll see it's the same principle with the weapon as with the hand. Yeah, we'll go into it. First we see. So, get the bokken. A few more bokkens here. The weapons case. Sharpens. Only cuts there, yeah. Makes sense. Very often. So first maybe for a posture. But if you can't like the back of the sword is high to the navel. Go lower. Don't hold the sword like this. This line. There are several styles, so this is not the only way, but and make a triangle. So when I'm standing, my hammy is like this, and I make a triangle like that. So when they move in, they hit the point or the sharp side. So I don't hold my bokken like this. That's also a way to do it, but since it shows us like this triangle. So if you're standing there with your tongue out, I cannot come here to this side, and here I will touch the sword. Just here, and point to this point. This is the basic stance, so you can try to do that. And then some more practical thing is also there is some weight in the bokken, and it sometimes feels like it's getting heavy here. Maybe you know the feeling. But the best thing is to absorb it. Like your shoulder blades, your sacrum, your legs. This whole weight is you carry it in your tanden, in your legs. Not in the sword, in the shoulders. It feels like it's almost no weight. So if you lift up, then the bottom end is about at your hairline. Your bokken is like this angle, not straight, not like this. 45 degrees. And feel if your elbows are relaxed. Could be this happens a bit, right? So relax. The same principle we were using in other techniques. And from here you move the middle third. And as you move forward, it just falls down. Right. Move forward. Up. Do a few times in your own space, in your own speed. I'm asking you to check the movement inside yourself. Is there some rotation happening in your body? Just look at yourself. So can you see a difference between this or this? So what was the difference?
Rotation.
Yeah, and what's rotating? The hip. Yeah. Of course it comes from here, but it's right, the hip. And some time ago we were doing this and I kind of noticed when you stand like this, what shoulder is in front? This one, huh? It's natural because my hand is in front. So it would be really strange to have like this, right? So, but when you go up, it's impossible to keep this in front. Try it. If this is in front and it stays in front, it feels quite strange, right? So if you go back and you sink in your back leg and you rotate your hip so your shoulder is moving, then you can open up. Because now this hand is in the back, so my shoulder is in the back. And if I go forward, I just rotate from the foot to hip. So I stay always in the same position with my arms don't move much. So you can rotate from your back leg, the inside, to the middle, and then the front is pulling in. seems like the sword cut is from this is going down. This is like the biggest movement, right? And the catch is that you use this also to do it. And everybody knows you shouldn't, right? But it happens it goes fast. You start to do it. But how do you get this from here? How do you get it down? Only moving forward. So it's kind of, there is a moment if you just relax and I push it down, it will fall. Right? It's a natural movement. If I go forward and rotate. If this was like really mechanical and here's like the point where it moves and I move forward, it just falls down. That's how it feels. And then it's normal gravity that's going down. So there's no pushing or in my arm to get it like that. My rotation, my movement forward and rotation is just, it's like fly fishing with how do you call a hangel in English? The thing?
Fishing rod.
Fishing what?
Fishing rod.
Rock?
Rod.
Right, with a D. Fishing rod. So here you go. And here you go. And that's a bit of the feeling. Will Reed explained one time in Norway in a seminar, it's like shuriken. Like, yeah, you were there. So it's like the shuriken, the star that you throw as a ninja, but you can see like a sword. It's in the, you want to throw it. Same feeling. But it's from here, this rotation moving forward from the hip, from the legs, that's what it's doing. And my arms feel really soft. The only thing you do in the end is this. I'm tempted to throw my sword and see if it sticks in the wall, but let's not do it. That for the net also. Sometimes outside we play with this. The arm movement is only a result from the feet, from the leg, from the hip, from the shoulder, from the elbow, and the soul. So you can practice at home this middle third movement, this leg movement, this arch movement. It's really easy way to practice it. To hold, don't do like this. Against this means if you drive in something, in a person, it's flesh and strong, you have to drive and you have to like this, so it will be like that. So you go like this. So if you drive in, it's always connected here. And then the other is in front, it's almost one hand can be in the middle. So, check that, yeah. Same with Joe, always one hand is at the end, it's never like this. Don't go up to the center. Straight. It's really the same as it's why it's so easy because it's all the same in technique. That's why it's so difficult, but it's also why it's so easy. So can I go surfing when you're standing like this? Can I hang here and then go surfing? Yes, of course, because you're in the middle third, you don't go over it. But often when you start to cut, the center line falls, you're over in the middle third. Just keep it straight. My connection to happiness is really important. I will never let it go. From this leg, hip movement, it's happening, but I'm still stable. You move in any direction. Maybe when you do this for the sort of man waist, you go one, you shift your leg, but then you lift up, shoot and then height, and forward. Just for this exercise, so you know what you're doing. So if you move one, step forward and you have the other one. Also this, try it, this height. Try to push it into something, or someone is holding it really strong. To get it, When I'm standing like this, and you hold it with 2 hands. If it's not like this, it also feels like a rhino in a way. The sensor did it, like this big block, just going forward. Right? You see how much is happening. I'm not thinking pushing into it, but I'm driving from my legs and driving it forward. Right? So each, you can see it in sensor very well. Also the bending of his eyes, you like you see, it's like one block of concrete like crashing forward instead of like. This happens a lot. It's almost it stays the same. You drive this square and you do that where you want to go. You drive. Keep the position, you turn around, and you head. I'd like space there, you do? It's enough space you can handle it. Okay, yes, so nice to meet you, Sword. Now we go do Sword with Joe. Right, so there are some Joes and some Joes, I think we can make it. So let's do shooting stars, some movements of the shooting star. So first, this is not a, yes. When I do the first one, where do I aim? Yeah. So he will step back and then he will attack me. So I'm pointed here and attack again. So this is the beginning. But the fun part with the rotation is in 3 and 4. But already it's here also like empty step, shift weight, and then rotate your hip towards your foot. Right? Sorry, I mean you push your hands and you do with your arms. And then lean forward or not. Right? So you stay straight up, empty step, rotate and drive it in. Shoot on that height and out. Rotate. Empty step and rotating. So you see it's really coming from this rotation. And the foot just naturally, this is strange. So this, but just rotate and then naturally it's here. So maybe with sword and Joe, you can do it. So the first one, H, you come to the temple. Is it temple? So let's do that one. There's some Joes there and also some people here.
Okay, so you're coming in first, aren't you? So I step back, quickly back, slide.
One bird, two
Twist. Yeah, put your hand.
very bad.
Yeah, you're coming up to black foot, are you? So you're coming up to neutral position. but with your hips, you twist towards you. So you end up like very opposite.
Yeah, okay, coming up to a neutral position,
Now your hips are like this. That's difficult. It feels very. Hard to move from this position. That's right.
Seems a little bit weird.
Deep in my intestines.
Yeah. That, yeah. Well, that way you do it,
It comes out of the hip. Cross distance. It's like 40 centimeters.
or maybe wait for your cut to come down before. You may be coming back to me. Yeah, I can think
Mijn is helemaal banana. Up here,
Okay. Yes. Watch my hip. I'll show you again. This movement forward. To get this jaw forward, what can I do? If I only look at my arm, I can reach maybe here, right? But if I step forward, and that's how I rotate, then the jaw comes a bit further. So make this rotation. Some people I see, hip movement. It looks like lots of things are happening, but this is from the arm. So rotate, rotate. Yeah. So now we go to the next one. I don't think there are enough Joes for everybody, right?
The 1 meter sticks from gymnastics also.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we can try it. Who has a Joe at the moment? Or who doesn't have a Joe at the moment? I think that. Oh, we can make it. And some people, sorry again, there's a Joe like this. It's better than an air Joe. Okay. Please get a Joe so everybody has a Joe. Exactly straight like this.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you can stand up. Everybody drinking, getting some nuts now. We have to do it. So stand up. So the first one, empty the foot. Get the weight on the foot. Turn the hip into the direction of the foot. Empty. Empty. Don't think about trusting the Joe. Think about turning motion to the left, the spiral movement. Think about the hip extend moving, and make sure the shoulder is moving. And the arm is just softly going up like this. Now we go to the next one. And it's not about showing you the movement, it's showing you how the feet move and then the rotation, right? So don't go into these details. Just think about this movement from the ground to the leg, feet, leg, up, hip, shoulder, elbow. That's more important, not just, right? Okay, you understand. So here, in the middle you rotate. Now shift your foot forward, empty step. Now you have to feel it, and then you rotate the hip on the foot, the hip rotation. And same feeling, the jaw is just at the end is falling, just like with the bokken. Yokomenuchi, yeah. It's not from the side of the head, straight up. The rotation from the foot to the hip, that's making the Yokomenuchi. Yeah. So now you're here, touch the bokken, and don't pull it back, touch the bokken. Lift it up, 1, 2, 3. Then empty step. And then you do the same, you shift the weight, and then you rotate. So it's not, I'm doing with my arms like this, here, I rotate. First touch the ground and then rotate up. Again, rotate. Touch the ground, wait, and then rotate. Well, then the jaw starts to move.
beneden, dan kun je naar terug gaan. Dan moet je rustig proberen. Zo gaan. En even met die krachtjes aan toe gaan komen. Dus je moet het gaan doen. Ja, ja. En die heb ik nog uit. Ja, en die gaat omhoog. Maak die zak.
Okay. Now we do it with someone with the bokken. You see his defense is like this. And now he steps back and then he just moves to the other side. See? But you see his wrist is not turning, but it's his hips that are turning. Now your wrists are turning, huh? Defense, see it? And then so don't do this, because you'll be weak. The whole structure is behind you. When they hit me, they hit the whole structure. When they hit, it's the whole structure. Keep this connection and step. If you wanna see what happens, stay here. Don't move. Don't defend. See, that's how I'm looking at. Connection, boom, and then he just steps with me. So can you get 1, 2, 4? Each. Some. She. Yeah, try this. Yeah. Sure.
Samen doen. Dan neem ik de banaan.
Nee, dit is niet hoor. Ah ja, dat zie je.
Oké, dus zal ik de zwaar pakken?
Ja.
Sorry? Yeah. Waar zit ik? I don't know why I want to do Maybe I'm causing the...
Yeah, I think it's...
Deze blijft dezelfde kant zie je. Alleen waardoor jij je heupen gaat draaien. Kan deze niet voorstaan, kan deze niet voorstaan, kan deze wel. Helemaal omdraaien. Oh ja.
that right? You can do it right, I just want to watching.
Yeah, Joe, then I can get open. Just stay.
Yeah. Maybe I should do It doesn't feel like you have to each other. Right?
Yeah,
You know, not going to check it on that. Yeah, check legs like that. Not about that one.
Ja, afgemaakt. Is het al niet Die zal wel breken, ja. Nee, gewoon breken. Dat zal wel breken. Dat is deze. Hij zou wel een diepje mee hebben, ja. Hij zal niet breken.
Ja, dit is wat we
I'm trying to get around the jack on there.
Okay, you can practice more, but I want to show you something. You know the upper sword?
Yep.
So 3. Don't pull back. Of course, with extending key, never pull back. For example, the Ikkyo is down. Sometimes you can see this and then you want to push out, but it's not possible because I'm pulling in key pulling in ki. So I tell him, please come this direction, but I want to go there. And it's hardly possible because if you move with my ki, I cannot go in anymore. So always extension, natural extension, not arm and go arm, just extension. So extension, and I move with this extension, and even when I go down, extension. So don't do like things like that because you pull in. Extension. Same with sword. If I'm here, he's extending. He's not stopping this, right? Probably he is often when you try to stop the Joe. But what is he doing?
Standing to you.
He's attacking me, yeah. Attacking and defending. His shield is here. But when he starts to push against my jaw, it's really easy to do something, but he's extending to me. So if I lift this up, what will he do? Right? He's standing, so now I'm safe. If I do this, you remember probably Sensei, I was like really going on about it. Here. Of course, now I do. When he's sleeping, I can do it. Because he's a statue. If you're a statue, you stay statue. And I can do anything. Right? He's not a statue. He's always extending ki. And he's not like, oh, I'm going to do something. But he's extending ki. So, when I'm holding this, and he hits me, I'm extending ki. So if he pulls away, I can move in. I'm not like I'm ready to attack, but now if you keep like this, I cannot attack. Oh, I can, your ki is not so strong. If you keep it, I cannot attack. You see, then I walk into the jaw. If he pulls back, if you want to hit through here and you pull back, right, this is my only thing. I'm really relaxed, but yeah, I'm just waiting. It's just like when I took ukemi, you remember? I'm just sensing everything there. So I'm sensing. So I'm here, you did the Yokomenuchi. I'm sensing it's closed, so I cannot go there. Of course, when you test ki, you can test, who is the best ki. Now he's a bit stronger ki, then, no, stay there, keep strong ki. I cannot go in. But don't go too much in the playing again. I'm there. So if he pulls back and wants to hit, pretty easy for me. Right?
Feels a bit like water. Very gently nudging towards me.
Exactly, yeah. If this is the side that holds the water, if you keep it, the water is resting here. So if he pulls back, it just moves in. That's the feeling. If you relax, it just moves in. The water is not like, oh, I want to go in. I'm waiting for my chance. If you move away, you invite me in.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. It's the same, for example, with this. You want to do a showman. Maybe you'll get into it, but I start a movement, or I create something and you response. Same feeling. You know that from what Sensei, he is never like this. You hit, and then I do something. He's like this. I initiate. I create the way. So I'm here, I create something. Yes. I create a way, and then he does something. It's a different subject. I'll try to get into it a bit later, but for now, I'm just standing here. But my key is there. But what happens often, if you come with a Yokomenuchi, what do? Right? You stop this jaw. Then you come to this side. Hopefully you're fast enough to stop the jaw again. But this time, I'm towards you, I'm towards you.
So you're not protecting?
No. I have a good posture which is closed. Yeah, good. Yeah. So he comes to the other side. I don't have to rush. And where is it come from? try this, a good posture, but also for the jaw when I'm here, keep this connection so you're safe. This pulling means, there's no water, it's a statue. This pulling means I'm inviting in. So I'm here protecting, and moving. So here. It's a bit dangerous when you go faster, but I remember Sensei's bokken like in my face a few times if you don't pay attention. But I think that's good for practice to be really aware. It's not like a it's real. It's a real attack. It's a real thing. But do it safe. So you can do it here. Okay.
You.
I got one.
Oh, like I said, look at my head.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to say that it's just that.
Zelfbestemd.
Ja, dat is het nog, hè.
Maar met een paar aandachtspunten.
Ja, nee, de volgende is het
hadden we net ook. Toen had ik hier staan. Ja. En hier kun je goed afsluiten. Dus dat is wel onder
You know, really stepping back and back. You go a bit more to the side. So you're crawling, coming closer. Not too So you step there. Now you come with yours. But now I'm just a bit too close to that. So, but this, yeah. And now I am pushing you back. Then the same again. Yeah, oh, that's the feet. It's really cool. The arch, pushing
Een andere goudpak, hè, want dit gewoon aan.
Ja, dat is ook een ding hoor.
This is, I really hate that. Yeah. It's really interesting. It makes visible what I'm doing. It's like knitting.
Yeah, because so when
Yeah, this one. I do that. Yeah, we have practiced it also. I'm not sure if you do. When it's
hier neem je gewoon, ja, je neemt ook toch hier neem je best wel een stap. En dan je benen aantrekken. Een soort ja, die benen.
More. I want to, but with my time, I really feel the dreiging.
Zo. Je wurm moet er onderdoor.
Now more relaxed, like you're enjoying it.
I feel it as soon as I start moving.
Oh, yeah, but then you're already in motion.
If you were pointing me and then I would go forward like that, I would just...
Yeah, luckily I'm not in the way.
Ja, echt helemaal. Best wel een
Please stay in your position and stay where you are. If you like this, you have to stay, right? So this looks good. It's changing. Hopefully you feel it's changing what you're doing. Of course, I see some things. One thing caught my attention the most, but maybe before that, what do you notice when you're practicing? What is coming up?
And being conscious about being wrong.
Okay. And
Before I just was wrong. Now I'm conscious about it.
and the next step,
That means
do you
that
know-
I can start to do something about it.
Well, first, what is going wrong?
First of all, I am turning as I move,
Oh. So no wrong
which means that this is going to kill me myself. So instead of that, I would like to be like it.
Yeah, yeah. First the ground, then the wave through the body to the jaw. Yeah. Oh, good. And you can correct that.
Yeah.
It's mainly, and I see it more often, it's mainly you want to go too fast. And the point I'm seeing is, you stand like this, and of course we are mammals with eyes here, ears maybe to the side with the nose in the front and the mouth in the front. So we're really focused on this side. But the 8 attackers don't mind. Right? They're just all around you. But I can see, first we say, oh yeah, we have the good posture, I'm here, I'm the universe, heaven, earth, blah, blah, blah. Then I start to attack, then all of a sudden it's only there. It's like my key is there. But I want to be everywhere. When I'm doing this, I feel everything. Heaven, earth, I feel everything around me. I'm not just attacking you, I'm just moving this correct posture. This unification of mind and body, that's what I'm moving. It's effective, yeah. If you're standing there and you feel it, we didn't test it, but I can imagine, yeah, it's not comfortable, right? Here. What happens a lot, and I also feel this temptation to be drawn into it, falling, because you want to go forward, and I want to get you, I want to get you. And you fall in the trap we were working on for 1.5 days. Like, it's not a duality. When I get you, I don't want to attack you. When I receive it, I don't want to do it to you. I'm just in a good posture, so that's why it's happening. Yeah. So maybe if you focus on that, do everything correctly, take your time, take the time to shift weight, and then from there you do it. But don't get this energy only here. Maybe I get a soft thing, and then from the back I'll just hit you in the head. Yeah? Huh? Yeah? So please try it.
Mental coaching.
Vast, hè?
Ja, onbereikbaar.
Dat was het.
Ja.
Tilt je hem even weg. Hou contact. Doe je handen op. Hou contact, hou contact. Heb je nooit losgelaten. Hou contact, de hele tijd. Van contact houden. Ja. Ja. Dan trek je hem heel snel weg. Voel je dat? Toen even weggetrokken. Op dat moment deed ik zo voor jou. Dat kan altijd beschermd zijn.
Yeah, nice, nice.
And then the arms follow. The arms follow.
Ja, dat is natuurlijk een heleboel.
Ja.
Daar ging je hand.
Ja,
Komt u.
eerst kun je daarbij de kinderen. Hele conferentie over geweest.
I try to do this. Let's just try to do
Do you feel the energy from me? This one? I'm really trying to
I feel postural structure now getting around. There are no holes. Feel free Yeah, the step. I missed the step now, so it's too much. But it's good to feel difference.
Wil je eigenlijk een beetje uit de baas? Dat je hem echt bijna uit de handen
Ja, en gewoon van naar je hand afmaken.
Yeah. Now let it go.
Can you make a movie?
I don't know. I just try to connect.
Yeah, it's really good.
Voor mij een beetje ingrijpen.
Yeah.
Zo wordt mijn werk.
Ik wil eigenlijk zeg maar naast jou komen. Eigenlijk zoveel mogelijk bij jou is.
Ja,
Eigenlijk zeg maar, want het staat zo in het beurt.
Also even more power.
Maybe I'm not moving back that that's where your hands are too well.
I would say worse.
En nu heb je
is eigenlijk zo.
niet zo en dit heb je zo. Dan je het is zo, maar je mag het
Everybody grab a
Jojo.
Okay, good. There was less forward moving, more round. Better posture. So how was it to use the principles, like the middle third, first the foot and then go up, things like that? How was it during this exercise?
Deze niet van jou?
Nog stop nodig, niet opbellen.
Less thinking about the weapon, huh? Very good, yeah.
It's eye-opening. It's so
Why?
easy to make your move from the top to be fast.
Yeah.
If you do this, there's foundation, and then the hand follows. So always been doing it wrong with the risk of breaking my balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's dangerous because it goes really fast, but if you grab it and you push it, there's no basis underneath,
There's no
no
structure.
foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, good. But you're advanced, so you do it really quick. That's the solution for everything. You're unbalanced, but really quick. No, I'm kidding. That's how it most. There's Kazaki always said it like, hiding in the speed. So yeah. Good. So you see how much work it is, and but it's always the same. And when I was younger, I tried to see what the teacher was doing, and then I tried to do the same. And then from there, I was learning. But now, for quite some time, I realized I'm just doing some basic principles, and with that, you can approach anything and just work with it. And probably someone also started like that, right? Our sensei, or probably his teachers, because he also got other influences, and then through he got some things together in Aikido. But I think it's good not to mimic what you see. It happens a little bit. I see some habits I do because I saw sensei do it a long time. That was somewhere holding with the fingers with the bokken. Not everybody is doing it, but it's more mimicking. But now more and more I'm using these principles, and then what does the technique look like? If you see Peter Kelly and you see sensei, does it look the same? Not so, huh? So in the beginning I thought, he's doing something different. And sensei said, wow, you really understand it. He said to Peter Kelly. So I said, there must be something. And of course we understand, but to really realize what's going on, it takes years and years. He was just applying principles, and these principles he tried to take from sensei, and he was really cracking it and researching it, and that's why he can write great articles about lots of things to really express what did sensei say, what does it mean, how does it translate, and we are really blessed to have Peter with us to have this explanation and this experience. So then sensei, so he is doing those principles. It looks totally different, but he's doing the same thing. And I think in the end, that's how you learn a style, a method, and then you always know, you become free from the method or from the style, right? There's a form, but you become free from the form. And then what happens a lot, it just gets sloppy. Yeah, I'm free from the form, so the form is less important. I just do, it's my own interpretation. But that's not it. The form is really, the principles, the things are the same, but it's different because it's a different body, it's a different person, it's a different spirit. Right? So you like it also says, you can do whatever you want, just do it like this, and this is the only way, there's no other option. So the freedom is not like, I do it a little bit different, I cut it here and I do this, I cut this there, and I think like this. No, he's really specific. But when you do specifically what he's saying, and you do it really, you get it in your system, you use all the principles, it looks different. Only when you're mimicking, it may look similar, but that's not where you want to go. Everybody looks different. We have all the same principles of nature, but our behavior is completely different, and how we look and how we act. I don't know if it's all according to nature what's going on, but we try to purify, and then from there we build a foundation with lots of people together in a maybe more according to nature's law, how we behave, and we find out how it works out in society. It would be a nice idea, I think, with the kegare and the ego and the tension and the pain and the trauma. It's also acting and it's also shaping our reality. So yeah, that's the Aikido in daily life, of course. How do we stay here? Are we going into it, or are we staying in this correct posture? It's very tempting to be really condemning things and judging. Okay, but it's a more practical thing in daily life. But it comes out in your own way. So yeah, it's good to see it in the Joe. This middle third is from the feet going up. It's all the same things. And I saw quite a few like, hey, how is this and that? But then you get rid of it. You say the weapon is less important. It's just the result of my inner rotation. Those things are happening. Yeah, good. So maybe one more thing in the Jokata, there's a moment that you sung. Here you rotate, and then it's a nice way we were playing with it, right? If you just do the same thing as the Ikkyo, so I rotate back, and then I can, this is like pushing someone away, and I step back. Sometimes the really wrong thing is step forward, like boom, and then step back. I want to go hit someone in the back, but I want to push him away. And so but it's also about just using this principle. My rotation is this. And then you step. So if you would bokken. Maybe two bokken. So you're up like this and you want to attack. So you want to attack, but I do this. And then I go, oh, you're far away. And I go like this. Yeah? So also here, sometimes it goes like this or like this. It's natural law. This is this. So here, I'm shifting the weight and I'm pushing him away and pushing him away. So you get. So don't go forward, not like I'm going forward and then I go back. It's this rotation. He thinks, maybe I don't. He thinks I can do it. Oh. Bollocks. I said bollocks yesterday. You know where we go. And it seems like it's going like this, right? It's maybe what you think. Like this and then this. It's not stable, it's really straight. Straight. Same way we were finishing here. What I do with my heel is this. To be straight. Maybe to finish that, so if you're with the Joe, so you get the Joe now. Like this. So you shift, you change your heel and shift your weight. In front of the face of the and step back, shift the weight. 17. Okay. It's a solo exercise, right? You have your friend, you can do it many times. I think it's a good foundation to work with. We don't have so much time, but two more things. Yokomenuchi, how to receive. So Yokomenuchi, when he comes, just keep on that line. And we practiced yesterday, food, empty food, you come in. Empty food, shift weight, comes, yeah, exactly. So the first protection is between the head and the arm. Since I showed sometimes here connection and you just drop your elbow to get this feeling, but it's just part of the Kodai exercise. So first he comes, don't do this. It's next to his face, between the face and the arm. And what is your what are you tempted to do? If you were me, you were standing here, you will be in a minute. Not be me, but standing. Well, yeah, exactly. What are you doing?
Reaching.
Reaching, yeah. So you want to do this. It's quite stupid because he comes to you anyway. So I'm in the right posture, and he comes. I just protect myself. Just like the sword, I protect myself. I have the structure. I'm not going to you, but I'm ready for it. Whatever happens, I'm ready to attack you, and I'm defending myself. And if you let it go, I'm just in the right posture, so there's no space for attack. There is no attacking, it's just I'm in the right posture. Same here. Come here. That's all.
The back leg will press. Back.
Yeah. I mean Aikido.
Oh yeah.
It's your protection, so it's not
Zo leer ik het.
Yes, now you feel all different feeling. I feel okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
First small step. The next step. Now I want to receive this arm that's coming, this Yokomen. How do I do it? Gravity. Do I need to do something? I will do it literally what you're saying. We go through it a little bit. So we said, okay, you come and home. Yes. Now gravity.
Relax.
Do I need something else?
Yes.
Play. But what? Same direction as that. So he moves forward, I also go backward. Okay. Yeah, me.
If you shift your heel, you will turn your hip and your arm will do like
I
this.
heard that before.
And you will actually
Let's try that. So let's move this. Yeah, hint, right? It happened before today and yesterday. So when he comes and I shift, then something happens. Moving in the same direction. But do I need something more? Yes. You show this. And it's basically my underarm. Don't do this. Right? Because what I see often when you come with Yokomen, this. Right? It's really funny. If I come to you and you do this round movement to get it. Now you have it. And again. I could move in with my elbow. Did you see? It's not that I have to move in with my elbow, but he leaves so much space. It's like with the sword, I'm not to the center. I'm hitting the jaw to defend myself. So I'm opening up. So that's what's happening. If I come and he does that, it's opening up, right? And we don't do it. It's different kind of martial arts, but right, it's possible. So don't do that opening. So if he comes, I keep here. What you see, in a way, almost his underarm and my underarm is almost connecting. It's quite good contact. But I'm not pushing him. If I'm pushing him and he takes it away, I go like this. I'm just rotating inside myself. If he pushes me, he pushes in my back leg. It's really strong. You can really just lean on me, right? It sits on my back leg. I'm not going up. Just as I rotate. Shall we try that dance? Yeah, by ourselves. Our hand is here. It's a new dance. We go. feel it's all connecting. All the joints are rotating. Everything is moving together. So I'm safe from that attack. Here, I receive it without pushing, without opening myself. Sit in it in the back, so you're really stable. If you get a lot of force, it's okay. You got the dance time. So on YouTube I cut it out and it's a new Aikido dance. So, yeah. And then he comes, normal yes. Let's do it from here.
Okay, so we're trying to fool the day with our specific life, so in Dutch. Mix around and you come. His elbow came too far, so it's too close. Yep. Here in front, like bokken, like my elbows are in front, not like this.
Try to break it down in steps.
Oh, my God. To reach and don't reach. Don't reach. And from there, it just makes me think about someone's doing that. Yeah, it's a technique you do that. Yeah. You do that. Working your arm. You just go for my shoulder, look at my shoulder, so like you reach like this for my shoulder. Instead of give me one. Do you feel like you're standing like this? Or
When I walked around, the tips were always the same. Stay in the middle third. If you go back too much, you're outside of the middle third. Still middle third. Right? The elbow, relax, sometimes goes up. Just relax. Think about bokken. Your elbows are here. This is the best posture to keep it. Don't go more like this. It's too far. It comes too close. I'm extending. Or this, you really go, you can't really go into this part, remember? This is my own structure. So from here, I take an empty step and I shift my weight and then just let it fall. Then gravity, that's really gravity, but now I'm ready to let it drop. The other end here, since it's really showing like this. Right? And sometimes it's difficult, depends also on the attacker. When it's a strange arm, like it's like, doesn't work. When it's stiff in the air, like the arm is really stiff, you want to catch it and have to push it down. But here also has gravity. At this point, he just follows through his cut, and then I get it. So, one. It's static, so I'm allowing it. Can you see when he's here, he's moving your foot more, and he drops, I just step in. Because naturally, when I'm from normal speed and you do it, I will step in, so we are here anyway. But because it's static, don't do this, and then you continue, and you feel like, you have to step back also before dropping your hand. And it's like this more, you step back with your foot. This one goes to the back. Oh. But when the person is stiff and you're staying here and you step back, you let it drop. Oh. Don't do that. Just I'm here. It's fade anyway because it's cold type. Take the slow step. Empty step. Empty, don't pull me, empty step. Empty. Yes. Empty step. And then he shifts weight. I also shift weight. And natural gravity. Why are we doing that? Because you see how much time it takes a few repetitions to get it. So one more time, open, here, shift weight. So now normal, everything together. Then it works. Yeah, so this is the
Ja, dus daar ben ik ook mee. Ja. Ja. Ja, die nou weet ik maar.
Ja, super. You know, and getting this up slowly.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to grab you. It's kind of static in there.
As you move, like
See how soft I'm helping, so I'm connecting like you're also doing.
yeah, so like start there, and then being able to forward. It's like as you transfer your weight, when you settle, you drop into the other.
You absorb
Okay, it starts to work, so you can stand, but I will show you the rest of the technique. So you do the same. Yeah, I'm doing all these things. Some coming. See, all these things are in it, so but then more in a normal speed. It doesn't matter if he comes in. I don't have to be faster than him, because what happens often with Aikido techniques, especially when they come fast, you try to be faster than Uke, right? Try to rush. Yeah, and that's really difficult, especially with really fast ukas, he's just running. So it goes fast. But now he's dictating my speed, so I have a structure, he comes into me and then I absorb it, so he comes. And I'm stable anyway, so I'm safe. I got this protection, so.
Okay, sorry. I felt it was at home. I didn't say I will. Yeah. Okay, so right now. I think I'm going to give it more. Okay. I was trying to help preserve it. Okay. Let you go, and then you'll do it. Okay. Nice play, what? Nice play. Spiral. He's coming to the home. Right, yeah. No, for that. When you go back to
Those feels to me
Yeah, I think I'm definitely dropping mine a lot.
that is what?
As opposed to this one.
Sorry?
Then it's like we crawl under instead of just rotating.
What happened to your shoulder, I guess? Something fell on you, didn't it? Okay. I thought you'd done an accident, wouldn't you? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
We'll do the same exercise, but this will be a subject that I'm researching it for quite some time now, and will be more. So maybe next seminar we will take more time for this. But Tino, do Yokomenuchi shihonage. We are standing neutral. Yeah. Put distance, yes. And the beginner, you teach, okay, I offer one side, yep, he comes, yep, and then I start to do something. Right? It's quite normal tradition. I offer a side, then I wait, he attacks, I do something. But you're always too late. Right? Because if I am here, I offer, I wait, he starts, I'm too late. That's just science. The reaction time can be really fast, but you started later. It's like you start a race, someone starts running, and then when he starts to run, then I start to run. Why do I want to be behind from the start? So you create a wave and you follow through. I offer and I follow through. So he's in my way, I'm doing this. Right? So not offer, start, I do it very fast and I try to keep up. So it's very simple, and you could say you're extending key in a way. But I start something, I start a motion, I start a way. Just by doing this, but then make sure that you just continue what you're doing. Try to practice this from now on. Try to get this in your feeling, because next time we meet, then we can share our experiences and take it to a higher level. I know I will, so I will get you do it probably anyway. But it's quite difficult to change your behavior, because so often you were just waiting, and when he comes, then you start. So you're here, neutral. So I take initiative. So I say, "Hey, what are you doing?" be anything, like if it's showman or here, setting. If it's monatsu, neutral, setting. I'm doing my weight anyway, and he's a good hooker, so it's connected. In a way, he's already attacking me from his center line to my center line anyway. Only sleeping hookers or stiff hookers or fighting hookers do something different, right? For example, if you're stiff, you don't move. This is late, but if you're stiff, you don't move at all. Right, this happens. It's no use. Right? I want to play, but he doesn't want to play. I choose you, maybe. So, what is X and P? When we're standing, okay, we do something, I come to you, we practice, here it is already. You take initiative because you're okay, I do monatsu. I'm ready to. And now this is a different moment. Let's for now do neutral and stop. But it's the same feeling. For example, if you come monatsu to me, that's really late. Now we do the same thing. He comes up and I'm creating a wave at the moment here. See? I'm playing with this wave at the right moment. Now wait. Yeah? Now wait. Yes. Can you see what I'm doing? You're also silent. I wonder what's going on with it. Just keep me on the floor, but it's easier. So neutral, Yokomenuchi, over and this. Yeah.
As it deserves.
Catch my wave, mate. Catch me wave.
We have this famous footballer, Johan Cruijff, you know him? Football player Johan Cruijff, he said, I'm not fascinated with a knee park earlier.
We had a patient like that.
Dat was heel uitgesproken. Ja, forever we beginners begin. Dat doen we
Sorry, that was Your balance sheet. Yeah, I know.
The movement was too big. What wouldn't win?
No, we're hard to jump. We've gone back to old ways. Maybe we should be keeping that centre again.
Okay, so we forgot the whole seminar.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We're meant to be doing the opposite.
I don't want to come fast.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of forgot the seminar.
We're learning by our mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
And we're beginners. We're beginners.
React fast.
That's my face. Second time.
I will stop watching you soon. No. Yeah, but you know, like the Aikido Yeah, you made it to the end. Maybe physically it was not that tough, so mentally it could be quite a bit. Hopefully your body has absorbed a lot. So your body memory has to understand it and be able to show it, bring it up. And in the end, I was doing I create the wave as Naga, and then I just keep on continuing in the way. But it's funny to see how many details come up, and look at this and this, and which is okay. That's the great thing when you have your own dojo, you practice at your own dojo. When your teacher is here, you're lucky, and then you can look into it further, take more time. It takes weeks and months. It takes time to really look into it. There's a lot into what you can do. I think it's clear because I saw you all do it with a weapon, with a hand, with several techniques. So the principles are clear. It's up to you to think, oh, I got some gifts, let's unwrap it, let's play with it, research it, and next time we can build further on this foundation. That's what we've been doing for years now. Mainly thanks to Sensei, and then like Peter Kelly came in, and we just tried to do my part. So we try to develop ourselves. Good thing is quite enjoyable. There are worse things in life. So thank you for being here. So that's it. With our eyes closed. Our future, so that's really thank you all again. So maybe I'd like to hear some reactions at the end. The Danish one will drive home, they have quite a bit of driving to go. Maybe there's some time for some.
Still use this.
And relax. I think it has been really great.
Yeah.
Right now my head is exploding with new things, but I'm just looking forward to go back to the dojo next week and start training it.
Nice, good feeling, nice. Could be helpful, but you were with the group, so you remember more. So, and Thomas knows everything. He is already finished. He's finished, yeah. He's finished. We were all 1 hour and everything, but now it's a difference. Some things that come up, everything's okay.
Hiding in speed. This in Kendall, there was this Peter Kelly got angry after Mariama gave an instruction, and everybody started to do the same thing that they did for years. And he said, stop, why should we give lessons if you don't listen? So,
he was not that calm.
no, it was
Angry.
but it's very recognizable to do your own dance and forget about lessons. For me, it was a big eye-opener that you plant your feet and then use your upper part.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, we lost it all.
Yeah, we lost it a bit, but
That's fine.
Yeah. But it happened. That happened in Italy as well, didn't it? And on the second seminar, Mariama stopped everyone and said, "Don't forget the principles to the technique," and everyone started getting carried away. That stayed in my head over lockdown, and that's what I kept on trying to focus on.
Oh, nice.
And now being played. In speed.
You're free. We're free to do what we
Yeah,
want.
anyway. Learning from my mistakes.
No, that's the excuse. You tell yourself.
It was nice
to discover the principle in this type of technique, really from the start till the finish, roll of nagen, roll of uke, and where you should apply those principles. And then shave, and hope someday you will start to remember it in your body. So I like it very much. Thank you.
And all the principles come back. It's the same thing you've told us before, but it's now in a different perspective. It's something else. It's the same thing.
Some people say, well, if you read a book many years later, you've seen things in the same book. So even if the message hasn't changed, or I'm sure it has, but you've seen things based on where you are, and what you need as well.
Yeah, sure. Sensei showing me something years later, it happens naturally. I feel now what I saw. It takes some time, and then present opens up. How was it to was our first time welcome, but how was it to do the seminar?
It was really great. I enjoyed it and meeting a lot of new people and trying to do techniques with them. That was fun.
Yeah, that's a good point. How was it for you? It's the first time you joined today?
Yeah, it was different because I don't train with adults often, but it was nice to do.
Yeah, and what was nice for you?
I could get tips from adults, so I get them more often than I would get from training with other children.
Yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, it seems like I'm the teacher, and in a way we can say it's true, but you have way more hours together and learning from each other. So showing things and the other one feeling it. So that's really how it is. So you're way more teacher than me. I'm try to facilitate. Try to be humble. But for everybody's case, always everybody knows I'm watching and I'm helping. You do also a lot.
We speak kids pretending to be adults.
It's a matter of time. Yeah.
I felt it was a lot of good information, and I've been doing some things recently, and more particularly, I've taken your information that applies to the things I've been doing recently to help me understand them more. Like I was looking at walking this last week, and then you do walking, and so moving away from foot to foot. So it's good to build on. If something's on your mind recently, to add to that. And the other things will sit in the background and might come out in a few years.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nice. Good things. I cannot express how grateful I am. So it's like, I'm just blessed to have this experience. Thank you very much. And also, we just take away the mats and put it down. Just really the simple things in life. So you feel more life. Okay.
Arigatou gozaimashita.
Very much.
Shall I take a group photo?
Yeah, sure. You take a group picture. Yeah, now with other people.
Another group picture.
Another day, another photo.
Yeah, please. Picture a day.
Well, we're here.
Small ones in front. Yeah.
Klopt hier derde.
That's what I was thinking. Wacht even, dat iedereen heeft gezien. Still waiting for somebody to say that. You can go, yeah. Very much. Just like my father, isn't it?
Boring.
One for the show now.
Yeah. First.
One of those.
No, you're a father of your
Turn off the camera on.
Sorry, Sensei Kelly.
You'll be here tomorrow, Jeff?
No idea.